RV spots are it's gonna go right here by this tree. Try to maneuver some of the spots, so they're a little more scenic, got a little tree around them, and not just in the wide open randomness. As you can see, we finally got us a thumb put on here. We found it a couple hours away, got it off Marketplace. These things run brand new, I don't know, around $6,000. Get somebody to weld it on for you, all that good stuff. So I probably would have been about $6,500 to $7,000 putting it on, but putting a new one on. But we found this one for $1,000, and our buddy Logan came out, had to do a little fab work on it, shorten it up a little bit, had to move the old brackets around. You can see up towards the top where the old bracket was at. We just widened it, moved it down, pinned it up, kind of maneuvered some stuff on the bottom, trimmed a little bit off and redone it so the teeth made up, almost perfectly, so you can reach out there and grab something pretty small now. So we couldn't ask for better. The old one that actually broke off was smaller. Look, this one, the bucket has more slack than the thumb does now. So it ended up being great. This is going to help us out a ton this time of year, because we're doing more land clearing jobs than we are pond and just major excavating work, dirt work, because of the weather. So we really needed our thumb. So I'm glad I found this one for sale, saved us some money. You guys don't know a whole lot about our business, but we're not a huge company by any means. It's just most of the time me and my brother Ricky helps us out from time to time, and we have Dylan driving the truck for us. He's our CDL guy. So we try to do what we can do financially, kind of improve our equipment and improve our efficiency without breaking the bank. Yeah, it'd be nice to go out there and buy a brand new hydraulic thumb for this thing for $14,000, or go get a new machine. But I'm just, at this point, I'm not willing to pay $4,000 a month for a new machine. And you'll see, our Dozier's not a new Dozier either by any means. And that's just kind of the way I decided to do this thing whenever I started this business, is to run some older equipment. Because if some of you guys know, with the newer equipment, there's just so much downtime due to sensor failures or depth system failures. And for this older equipment, which this machine's a 2013, 55,000 pounds excavator, but our Dozier's a 2004, and I bought it off a good friend of mine who's been very successful in his dirt business, and he made us a good deal off of it. We were fortunate enough to pay cash for it, but outside of some undercarriage issues, like we had the breakdown the other day, we really need to find some aftermarket hubs and that fix that issue. But outside of that, we've had zero issues in 2 years out of that machine. I couldn't say that with a brand new machine. It's impossible. Too many sensors on them. There's just too much that can go wrong. And that older unit, it just doesn't have it. So they're really easy to maintain, really easy to fix, really low cost on maintenance. kind of pulling some stumps out up here. If you can kind of see back towards my truck through here, this stump right out here in front of us, this road's going to kind of wrap around. Going to kind of wrap around to the side here. Right down through here back towards where Matt's working. So this is the road. So we'll have an RV site probably right in here, kind of facing down. You see the water. And the way this is going to kind of set up, we're going to have about 3 across this hill facing down towards, not facing, but backed in down towards the water. So the picnic table areas will be looking out over the water. And then there will be 3 on the back side back here, kind of facing some of this stuff, which he'll clean up at a later date. Because the property line of kind of what we quoted out is just on the other side of this little ridge here, just behind where the campers are going to go, which we'll kind of push some of this debris on further off this hill, clean it up and burn it for him. But basically what I'm doing right now is pulling some of these stumps, because this road across this ridge goes all the way down past this brush pile to the next one, past that little group of trees that we have to clean out, and that's where it loops back. So being on the top of this ridge, we're not going to have to do a whole lot of dirt work. We're actually probably going to shave this down some and use some of this dirt in other places, but I need to get the stumps out of it first so I can kind of shape it up, pack it in, and get it ready for rock, and then kind of see where these campsites are going to hit off of this. And it's just something quick I can do while Matt's down there working on the road. Something quick I can do to get the stumps out and get this section finished without a whole lot of effort. So just kind of up here pulling some of these stumps. It's kind of tough because they're not very big stumps on this ridge like this right here, but we don't want this stuff under the road. Man, so glad to have that thumb back. So I'm gonna run down through here, kind of fill out some of these spots and make sure I've found all the stumps across this ridge so we can get it cleaned up. If you'll notice too, on this ridge it's kind of crowned out pretty good. So what I might do is just kind of take it out and use it to shape the parking spots for the campers and the RVs, you know, on this side and that side. But that's what we're doing, plucking up some stumps where we can work. So I got 2 right here. When you're running around that dozer, you really can't see them. And if you're just driving, they'll beat you up. But if you're running and pushing dirt, man, they'll stop you in your tracks.